martial arts, you know, it's not just about combat. And as we've mentioned, or as you've mentioned, you know, there are mental and spiritual aspects as well. So that being
Yeah,
said, how would you say martial arts has impacted you personally when it comes to your mental health and your view on the world?
that's a really good question.
I was thinking about
Martial
that one for a
arts.
minute. Thank you.
So martial arts, how it impacted my mental health, views in the world. It impacted it in a way that I see things differently. Um, Instead of being more reactionary,
Mm,
I respond. There's a difference between reaction and respond.
hmm
People they react and panic. I see it, analyze it, find a solution, and I respond.
mm,
And so you dissect things,
hmm Yeah.
right? And and by doing that, it created a mental fortitude in a sense on in a way that you don't you don't break. Your mind just don't break, and you're not easily influenced by social norms.
Mm,
You know, you become almost like a stranger
mm,
in a way because people will look at you and it's like, "Who's this guy?" I'm mostly quiet and to myself, but
mm,
I'm also aware of what's going on. And then when I decide to open up, I'm talkative. I talk more and I express myself more. So martial arts helped me express myself.
mm,
Um, Fun fact, I never used to like presentations in
mm.
school. I never was that person that wanted to be in the forefront and put myself. I was shy, always shy. When I became an instructor, I had no choice.
Yeah.
I had to project my voice. I had to do all these things to get the audience attention, to get the students' attention, and so it naturally made me more of a leader mentally.
hmm Yeah. And two things that you said that, once again have more parallels with, with Islam and with Deen, is that, in this world, as the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told us, Prophet peace be upon him told us that we should be in this world as travelers, right? We shouldn't be super familiar with this world, right? Because this life is not going to last forever. This life is going to be difficult. It is going to be a test. We're not supposed to have every single level of comfort in this life. Because if we did, we wouldn't strive hard for anything because we're already comfortable. We have everything we want and we have everything we need. Why would we strive? There's no reason. So that's why in this life we don't have everything we want. We don't have everything we need, right? We have to strive. We have to strive. We're not just gonna get free handouts for every single thing. You're not just gonna get $2 million here. You're not just gonna get this awesome job here. You're not just gonna get this beautiful wife here, these awesome kids here without any sort of effort. No, you gotta strive for it. You gotta strive.
Mm,
And then the second thing is that, I was just reading something, like literally just earlier today, like maybe less than an hour before our call, subhanallah, and it was saying that there are some people who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala holds in high esteem. And these people are the ones who they stay silent, right? They see
mm,
stuff going on around them, and they're not just the ones to be like, they're not just the ones that are quick to argument. They're not the ones that are just like who can't hold their temper. They just start yelling and start freaking out, just like, "Argh!" No, they're not just trying to go Super Saiyan every single time something goes on, right? They
mm,
stay silent, and it's not because they're shy. It's not because they don't have the ability to speak, but it's because they have knowledge and they have wisdom
mm,
and they are conscious of Allah. So they stay silent because of those reasons. And they are the
mm,
people who Allah holds in high esteem. So
mm.
that's just deep and beautiful. I read that and I was like, wow, that's amazing. Because so often those
Wow,
people
yeah,
are perceived as weak.
yeah,
So,
and that's
Like subhanAllah, there's so many parallels, between the two, between
Mm.
martial arts and Islam. Because you see most martial artists to themselves, real martial artists, they to themselves, they mind their business,
Mm-hmm.
they do what they gotta do. But when it's time to stand up and defend themselves or someone that's lesser than them, this is what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They're show courage when they have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're courageous when they have to be, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing. We learn to manage time in a way that a lot of people don't understand. Because because it's derived from discipline, and certain things you have to refrain from in order to achieve this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dieting, um, keeping your physical health, all these things require discipline.
Yep.
And and then Islam teaches the same thing. Islam is all about discipline.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about discipline. Um, if you look at it to the core, discipline of what? Discipline of the desires,
Yeah.
right? Same thing with martial arts. It's the same thing. You want to go out there and do this, but you got to train. You got to study.
Yeah.
You want to eat that right there? Oh, you're going to put on weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you're not allowed to eat that anymore. You know what I'm saying? You require
Mm-hmm.
discipline.
Yeah. Nah.
Someone makes you upset, or try to trigger you.
Mm-hmm.
You require discipline.
Definitely.
So ultimately, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Mastery of self, in a nutshell, is mastering discipline.
That's deep. By mastering discipline, you gain that level of mastery. You can just take it
Yeah,
anywhere. It's universal. Universal.
yeah, it's universal.
Yeah.
To persevere, you have to have what? Discipline.
Very insightful.
So,
Very beautiful. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in to the next generation. Instructor Fahim, Sifu Fahim, really appreciate your time. Really appreciate your insight. And there are just so many different things to unpack from all your statements and everything that we talked about today. And we might have to do a few more episodes about this, few more series. Definitely watching some anime together. I got a few for you. I got a few for you.
inshallah. Yeah, we just scratched the surface, man.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just scratched the surface. But I'm looking forward to the next one, inshallah.